I was 8 years old and I was sitting at my little desk with a pencil in my hand. I was drawing my perfect dress for the fairy tale wedding I was dreaming about. I always wanted to be a princess for a day. The formula for a happy ever after was simple. Get the prince, get the ring, get married. Little I knew that I had to kiss many frogs before finding the right one. That it would have taken over 6 years to that frog to get into his knees. And that I had to organize a wedding in Italy from Singapore with a British man. 30 years later, I could finally resume my plan for my dream wedding. In a short time, I found the perfect dress, the perfect church, and the perfect venue. An obvious choice, a castle overlooking the sea near to my hometown in Sicily, a place I loved to visit as a child. While playing, I was pretending to be a princess. And to my surprise, the castle was available for only one day that year. It was meant to be. So I was over the moon as my dream was coming true. Only one detail was left. And as you know, the devil lies in details. The paperwork. 8 months left to the wedding. I think it's a reasonable amount of time for a few documents. What possibly go wrong? The next day, I was in the line with the British Embassy, and I couldn't believe what I heard. They wouldn't provide a simple document, and they expect my fiancé to travel all the way to UK to get a piece of paper that say that he hasn't been married before. Can you believe that? I thought we were on the 21st century when everything is only one click away, and yet they're expecting him to jump on a flight, travel for 13 hours to get a piece of paper. Unbelievable. I was starting getting anxious as we didn't have any trip planned to the UK before the wedding. But certainly I wasn't ready to give up. I would have done whatever it takes to get that piece of paper, including convincing my fiancé to organize a business trip to London in order to get that piece of paper. And a few months later, he was back with a piece of paper. The next day, 8 a.m., I was at the Italian embassy, handling that precious document, just to discover that now I have to wait for the approval from the Italian authorities. 3 months left to the wedding. I start feeling anxious again as this approval email is not coming. Day after day, after a week, finally I receive an email, and I cannot believe what I read. We cannot solemnize your wedding on the 18th of May. Please choose an alternative date. What? There is no an alternative date, as my dream venue is only available on that day. Few emails later, I found out that the Italian embassy sent my document to the wrong place, to the town hall instead than the church. I'm now waiting for the approval from the Italian church. And guess what? I will only know 2 weeks before the wedding. I get more and more anxious every day. 2 weeks left to the wedding. Here I am at the Archbishop's office. And as I enter the room, my heart is beating faster and faster. I hold my breath as he's looking through my paperwork. At some point, he starts speaking. Congratulations. What? I cannot believe. I start crying for happiness and relief in front of the shocked Archbishop. My dream wedding is finally happened. And that day was a real fairy tale wedding. I was celebrating my love in the best surrounding, feeling a princess for a day, surrounded by my family and friends coming from all over the world to see us. The reality was even sweeter than my imagination. As a little girl, Little I know about the happiness I would have found when I overcome all the obstacles to make my dream come true. Thank you.